again guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and today I am sharing with you my top 10 most profitable sales on Poshmark in 2019. I really like sharing this kind of data on my videos, if you will, because I feel like it's really good to have tangible sales, some actual brands, some actual items that have shown themselves to sell for a certain amount of money. I feel like that's really useful information, so I love to share that with you guys, and I also love to ask you guys to share similar information down in the comments if you have any tips or tricks or brands that you absolutely recommend picking up when you're out thrifting. So what I'm going to do is hop on over to my laptop now, and I'm going to show you the actual 10 listings of my most profitable sales this year. So these are items that I bought low and I sold high. All right, you guys, so as promised, here are the 10 items that were my most profitable flips on Poshmark in 2019. So what I'm going to do is do like a countdown version from 10, my number 10 most profitable, all the way up to number 1, which was my most profitable of the whole year on Poshmark. So here we go. This one was a pair of closed denim jeans. I'm going to go ahead and show you the label as well. This was a brand new brand to me. I picked it up purely because I recognized the quality when I picked it up. It was made in Italy, and I could just like little details like the labeling or the fact that all of the rivets, the underside of the rivets had markings, which is often a good sign of a quality pair of jeans because the company has taken the time to go ahead and stamp on the underside of those rivets. Those kind of things are good indicators. And I paid $1 at the rummage sale for this pair of jeans on a hunch, and it sold for $50. And so that is a profit after my Poshmark fees of 20%, a flat 20% fees, and my cost of goods of $39. Now, I'm not taking into account with these items whether or not I did a shipping incentive, like if I sent an offer to Leica. So please bear in mind, there is a possibility that I gave a $1.80 credit to my buyer, just for full transparency, but I didn't go through my entire yearly sales report in order to double check that because it would have just taken so much time. So just bear in mind, could be an extra $1.80 knocked off that, but we're going to say 39 cents for the sake of being even here. So there's that. Next one is a pair of Salvatore Ferragamo, however you want to say it, black suede lace-up loafers. Great brand, can take a little bit of time to move depending on the style and the size. Oftentimes you'll find narrow sizes in this brand, so be aware of that. And these cost me also $1 at a rummage sale, and they sold again for $50. So again, we're calling that a profit after 20% fees of $39. Next is this pair of vintage tall red suede leather boots. They were no particular brand. This is sold on nothing but style here. I'll go ahead and show you the label anyway. They're in good shape, but they did have a few scuffs and stuff as to be expected. Here's the branding tag, obviously a bit older. These were just a purely style sell, if that makes sense. And they sold quickly as well, I will say. They sold within a month, which is nice. And I paid 50 cents for these at another rummage sale. I do love my rummage sales. And they also sold for $50, and this was a profit of $39.50 on these. All right, on to number 7 now. Not something I would have necessarily expected to have sold on Posh. I kind of thought it would go on eBay or Etsy first, but it's a vintage Tampa Bay Devil Rays 1998, like baseball style shirt. It was dated. All the hard work was kind of done for me. It was their inaugural something or other. Anyway, it was more so collectible than a lot of other sort of just vintage baseball jerseys and things like that. And I bought this for $1 again at a rummage sale, and it sold for $55, which gave me a profit of $43. Next is a pair of Timberland Boots. Now, this is not a boot brand that I was necessarily keeping my eyes open for. I picked these up at a yard sale where I got all kinds of good shoes. They were all high quality brands like Frye and Allegria and Donald J. Pliner, all that kind of stuff, very high-end brands. So when I saw these, I thought, well, they know their quality, so I'll pick them up as well. And I paid $2.50 for this particular pair, and they sold for $58, and again, pretty quickly. So I will be keeping my eyes open for Timberland from now on. Let me see if I can, there you go, you can see the logo there. I know that's sometimes helpful when you're sort of out sourcing, just to know what those logos look like. So $2.50, $58 is what they sold for, and that's a profit of $43.90, and a new one on my BOLO list. This thing finally sold. It took me almost a year to sell this, truth be told, but it sold this year, which is good. And it sold for a good price, as you can see. So I'm going to butcher this name again. Every time I say this brand name, someone comes in and gives me a very helpful comment to let me know how to pronounce it. And it just leaves me. I forget straight away. It's why I got a D in French in high school. I don't know. But Desigual, you can see it right here. This is the brand name, and it was a hooded sort of trench coat in this bold red and black paisley, and the black was kind of like a velvet type feel. Really, really beautiful piece. Great brand. Again, I'm going to show you that label because I know that's helpful. That's what it looks like there. And I paid $3 for this at a rummage sale, so a bit more than the others, but this one sold for $75, which is a profit of $57. All right, Everlane shoes. I just mentioned this, I think, in one of my favorite thrift finds of 2019, because this was just such a beautiful, beautiful pair of shoes and such a nice brand. First time finding it. I'll be keeping my eyes open from now on. Just really liked this product. And I paid $4.50 for this. Now, originally at the thrift store, they were priced at $15, and that's what I paid for them technically. But my average cost of goods for that thrift haul from that particular thrift store was $4.50 when I took all of my items and averaged out what I spent. Just so that nobody gets confused. It's kind of why I say in my haul videos that I don't mind to pay up for certain items that I know are really good, because it all kind of evens out in the end depending on what you're picking up at the thrift store. So $4.50 is what these are marked as in my records and things like that, because of that average cost of goods. And so these sold for $90. They sold in 12 hours, which is fantastic. And that was a profit of $67.50. All right, this finally sold. Again, this took almost 2 years to sell. It was definitely just something that needed to wait for its right buyer, and boy did it find it. The lady who got this was so thrilled. She sent me multiple messages saying how much she loved it. I couldn't be happier that it found a home. And I paid $3 for this at a thrift store. I found this in the lingerie, nightwear area, and it was a vintage Betsy Johnson, it was obviously all lace, and it was kind of like a nightgown, but it was all open front as well. And yeah, it just had that kind of 80s power ballad feel to it, in my opinion. Anyway, it sold for $100 finally after waiting it out for a couple of years, and that is a profit of $77. And honestly, for these slightly more obscure vintage items, I don't mind to wait a little bit longer for that right buyer. I recognize it when I buy it that it's going to have to wait for that person. And when it's something as kind of cool or whatever as this is, I'm okay with that. And it found its home. All right, number 2 is this pair of Frye Boots. These were the Jamie Chelsea booties. And I bought these for $2.80 from a thrift haul very recently. That again was the average cost of goods, and they sold for $115 within about a week and a half of being listed, and that is a profit of $89.20. And finally, we have one more pair of Frye Boots. This is why I love my Frye Boots. And these came from the very same yard sale that the Timberland Boots came from. And these were, again, $2.50 is what I paid for these. They had some scuffing and some marks, a little bit of wear, nothing major. But, they were one pair of boots, and they sold for $120. And that is a profit of $93.50. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and show you the Frye logo as well, just in case you haven't seen it. That's what it looks like there. You can often see on the outside of shoes and bags and belts and things like that. All right, you guys, so that is the 10 items. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you enjoy this kind of thrifting and reseller content, please do think about hitting that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.